What happens when a water strider takes a swim with a water spider? It's time to run, but there's nowhere to hide. Some call him the Jesus bug, because he too can walk on water, although he prefers to jump at lightning speed.
If something tries to catch him, his best defense is to just skate across the water, but he can also use the water like a trampoline and jump up in the air. They can travel 100 body lengths in a single second.
It's like a 6-foot-tall human taking off at 400 miles per hour. More incredible still, the water strider never gets wet. Along each leg, thousands of tiny hairs trap air bubbles, and this makes a waterproof coat. Also helping to keep the water walker dry is surface tension on a pond. Its long legs spread its weight without breaking the surface.
They distribute their very light weight in such a way that they don't break the surface tension of the water. This allows them to use the water as basically a big piece of bendy rubber.
Buoyed by this skin of water, the strider wields a lethal weapon. It's a giant proboscis that spears and kills its prey. It also doubles as a drinking straw for insect innards.
Like a hypodermic needle on legs. His bite is mean.
A small creature that can't handle the water soon becomes Bug Slurpee.
Water striders feed on the water surface. They're basically an undertaker who make the sick and dying die.
The water strider turns any pond into a battleground, but it doesn't have the field to itself. The water spider is just as comfortable on a pond as it is on land.
Water spiders are able to travel across water much more effectively than most other spiders or many other invertebrates. If they were a car, they're moving on the order of 300 miles an hour. I mean, they're just incredibly fast spiders.
Though this female is bigger than the strider, she still doesn't sink or get wet. She also relies on tiny hairs to make an air suit. Even more astonishing, she has tiny claws at the tip of each leg, giving her incredible grip on the water surface.
If they really want to take off and run after something or run away, they're able to literally gallop on the water. They raise their legs up and are literally running across the water in a gallop. And they have relatively waxy feet and they have long legs, and so they're able to make use of a small dimple of surface tension on the water and walk on the water. They hold their front legs and their back legs out, holding onto the water, and then they use their middle 2 legs to stride, and the little dimple of water acts like an oar. So literally, they're moving along like this in the water.
And when a potential meal, like this fly, hits the water, it telegraphs ripples straight to the spider's sensors.
By putting their feet at the water's edge, they're responding very closely to vibrations coming from the water. They're exquisitely sensitive to those vibrations.
There are worse ways to go than drowning. You can be killed and eaten inside out. In a face-off between these two floating attack machines, it all comes down to who moves first. The spider is strong and fast, but the strider is even faster.
The lineup is against water striders, which are fast, zippy on the water's edge.
Water striders cannot compete with water spiders on strength. They need to be able to detect the danger and get away.
It'll be a case of the quick or the dead. These water striders are drifting around the pond with the wind. At the water's edge, the spider dangles her sensitive feet, picking up the slightest movement. The striders, too, are feeling for vibrations, but they're unaware of the spider hidden against the rock.
They tend to be very nicely camouflaged. Often they have coloring that up against rock faces, you just don't see them.
Unaware, two striders have drifted into easy range. One uses its lightning speed to escape. The other is not so lucky. Deadly venom shoots into the strider. It will never know what happened.
The fangs are used to squish the prey up to some extent. It is simultaneously regurgitating digestive enzymes. So what they're basically doing is they're dissolving the prey, turning it into a protein milkshake, and then sucking it down.
The strider is turned to liquid.
The water strider was in the wrong place at the wrong time to mess with a water spider.
In bug water world, no one gets wet, but you can become a drink. There's no place like home sweet home, unless you're a bug. Keeping a single address is sometimes impossible when your neighbors are nasty, and you may have to fight to keep your home.